Okay, it's week 6, starting week 6 on Jacki's whole food plant-based journey. And so many things have changed. I'm a different person. I'm a different person. Number one, well, my kitchen is a different kitchen, that's for sure. So right now I am cooking a whole bunch of stuff because I need to plan a lot of food for my trip. So this right now are 2 things of soy noodles. So I'm cooking 2 things of soy noodles. I'm boiling water here because I want to make some of these ramen rice noodles. These are all food to pack up for a couple-day trip, 4-day trip, whatever, so that I have some food. I'm going to be making, look at this. Uh-oh, they all fell out. I'm going to be making quiche and muffins and cookies, and no excuse for me to stop. Look, I bought this yesterday, Bed Bath & Beyond. Okay, and so there's no reason for me to stop at any gas station or supermarkets because I'm going to have enough food while I'm driving. And guess what? This, oh, I better turn this down. This is no oil. I'm just using, I had to soak the soy curls, so I'm using the water that the soy curls were, oops, that has a strain on the spoon, so there's no water coming out, but see what I mean? I started to pour water into it, but, so anyways, so Jill and Kathy taught me at the Plant Journey Life Retreat to use water to cook with, not oil. So that's what I do now. And it's wonderful. It cooks just fine. Everything's great. Oh my gosh. So I had the gas company come out yesterday because I bought the cheapest oven 3 years ago, thinking I never cook. And now that I'm cooking and I've never had a gas oven before, there are things that are happening that doesn't seem right to me. But everything was normal. And then I had a repairman here today. He came all the way out to tell me everything was normal, $89 later. But peace of mind, and everything's good. I'm going to pause now, and I'll let you know what I'm doing in a little bit. Pause. Okay, so I've become pretty amazing. Why? Because when I first started cooking, actually up until like a couple days ago, every little thing I had to do one thing at a time, and it would take me like 2 hours to just do a teaspoon of baking powder. Where's the baking powder? What is baking powder? I don't have any baking powder. I have to go to the store and get baking powder. Now I have baking powder. Or I go, where's the chick seasoning? Or so it would take I'd go real slow, and it would take me hours to just do one thing. And right now I'm cooking like 5 things at the same time. I'm whisking for the chickpea quiche. I just made the soy curls I told you about. I'm stirring up these ramen noodles. Oh my goodness. And I've got so much more to do, but I'm going so much faster because I'm learning, I'm practicing, just like anything, right? When we learn something new, we go slow, we're trying to learn it, then we get better and quicker and faster. And I'm just kind of amazing right now. Did I show you my quiche? This is going to be chickpea quiche. It's really good. Okay, so I'm going to pause and be back to you in a little while. Oh my God, I did this so fast. This probably took me 3 hours last time to do. It took me like 20 minutes. No, 5 minutes probably. Anyways, this is the chickpea quiche. And the recipe is on the plantlifejourney.com website. And I would like to suggest that whenever you print out a recipe from online, if the company name isn't on there or the chef name isn't on the recipe, write it down. Because today I was having coffee with a friend and I was telling her about this recipe, and she says, okay, where do I find it? Who did this recipe? And I couldn't remember because it wasn't written down. And so I would say, every time you print, now I remember, but every time you print a recipe out, write down whose recipe, what website you got it from or whatnot, if it's not already on there. So, and sometimes it's 2 pages and 1 page might have it, but not the other one. Anyways, I'm gonna put this in the oven. This is chickpea quiche. It is delicious. And I'm gonna put it in the oven at 400 degrees. And oh, it's such a little tiny tray. Oh my goodness. And I'm going to continue cooking and baking, and I'm going to pause the recording, and I'll let you know what I'm going to do next in a little while. Okay, so now I'm making whole wheat muffins. I made another batch of ramen noodles. Look, this is what I did. I'm not know how great they are, but they do say gluten-free. I did get them at Sprouts Market, the organic. And what I did was I drained them because I want to take the noodles with me, and I'm going to put the soy curls in the noodles. You could put tofu, vegetables, whatever. So I had them in the cabinet, and I thought that would be something easy to do. And we've got the quiche cooking and the chickpea quiche. And I also made hummus earlier. I forgot to tell you that. But I just wanted to resume the recording to tell you this vanilla extract, it's almost gone. Whenever I had vanilla extract in my house, it would stay for years and years. And finally I had to throw it out because it got so old. Now that I'm cooking like a mad woman, it's almost gone in like a couple weeks. Good thing I have a backup. My whole life has changed. Have I mentioned that before? All right, I'm gonna go back to cooking my my whole grain, whole wheat berry muffins. They're so good. And I'll be back soon. These are the quiches. They are ready. Wait, are they ready? I wonder, this tray is so small, like my whole thumb goes into one of them. It's like hard. I wonder if, oh, I could use a toothpick. I think they're okay. So those are the chickpea quiches. They say to put some veggies in. I did last time. They're really good, but I don't have any right now because I'm getting ready to go. And so they're still going to be good. They kind of taste like potato pancakes or like a stuffing. But anyways, I like it. Okay, so now, whew, I've got the spatter for the whole wheat muffins. And I got to fold in the berries, but I think I'm going to add a little bit more milk to that. I think it's a little stiff. I mean, what do I know? I've never baked before in my life. I really am just going by intuition. So let's see what happens there. I'm going to pause and I'll be back. Oops, did that not work? By the way, when I say milk, I don't mean milk. I mean almond milk or unsweetened almond milk or soy milk or anything, any kind of plant-based milk. So that actually, I like that better. That's working much better. And I think I should close the refrigerator. I left the door open. Hold on. And let's see, put this back here. And I wanted to just say a couple things as I'm winding down, making these muffins. So why am I doing this? You know, here if you've been following my journey, you know why. But you know, I'm someone who just doesn't like to cook, spend time in the kitchen. I mean, who wants to spend time doing that? I'd rather do something else, you know, like productive, like watching a good movie on TV. No, I'm just kidding. But I am spending so much time in the kitchen cooking and preparing my meals. I don't think I've even got out to dinner for a while. And I'm now gonna scoop the into the muffin, oh, you know what? I forgot to put the berries in. You see, you're distracting me. I gotta put the berries in. Frozen berries. Oh, okay, so why am I doing this? Because I have been studying health and nutrition and fitness my whole adult life. Thought I knew everything. I've studied food addiction as well. And I was able to kind of go the spiritual route and get recovery from my food addiction. But I couldn't lose weight. And I was gaining. And I couldn't understand why. Until I went to the Plant Life Journey retreat, or when I started going online or on Netflix, watching films like documentaries like Forks Over Knives, Eating You Alive, just learning about what our food industry is doing to our bodies, our health, and what whole foods can do for us. And it really is like the miracle drug. Eating healthy is like the miracle drug. So that's my motivation. And within the first 2 weeks, I already started losing weight. You know, you might not see it because I hid the extra weight very well. Big, you know, and I'm still wearing the same clothes, but they all fit so much better in just a few weeks. But, you know, more importantly, it's the health. I was probably on my way to getting diabetes. I have sleep apnea. I don't know if I still do. I have not been using my CPAP machine. Um, and I'm still alive, so I haven't woken up, stopped breathing. And I just want to live a healthy quality of life. And I have too many friends, loved ones that have been dying at a very young age. And, you know, I might die young. I might die tonight, might die in a minute. Who knows? Maybe after I eat one of these muffins. I don't know. But it's the quality of life. I want to be as healthy as I can be while I'm here. I want to have energy. I want to do more line dancing. Those of you who know me know that I do a lot of line dancing here at the Villages from Florida. So anyways, that's why I do this. I'm going to pause the recording, and when I'm done with everything, I will show you all the stuff I made just this evening that probably would have taken me 3 weeks a week ago. So thanks for listening, and we'll see you in a little while. Well, I'm not done yet, and I have to tell you, this is exhausting. And it's just me. I'm just cooking for me. How do you do it if you have children and spouses and parents and other people you cook for? How do you do it? I'm sorry for you, but I cannot believe how exhausted. Well, I'm not exhausted. Well, yes, I am. Yeah, just like popcorn curl. I spilled a whole bunch of popcorn the other day. Because I learned how to make air popcorn in a bag at the Plant Life Journey retreat in a paper bag. And when I took the scoop out, it went everywhere. So I'm still finding little kernels. But I have to tell you, I would like to hire someone to follow me around and clean up after I cook. Well, actually, you could cook for me too. But oh my God, I'm trying to clean as I cook because I don't like mess. And I'm doing a lot, and it's just for me, but it's for my trip. So I won't have to cook for a while. I'm bringing all this food with me. So now I'm making, let me get the cookbook. Let me pause. It's right here in front of me. So I mentioned this healthy vegan cookbook before. It was so funny. I was at Barnes & Noble this morning at the cafe. That's where I do all my work and studying and whatever I do. And I was sitting there with this book, and in comes somebody I know. And she says, I had that same book. And she goes, I got it because all my relatives are coming, the kids, and I need to make them smoothies. So it was kind of funny. Anyways, I am making oatmeal raisin bars. And they sound pretty easy. And so on page 228. And so I added a few things on my own because I like chocolate. So I added a little cacao, and I'm going to put in some dairy-free chocolate chips. But other than that, it's pretty much the same recipe where he has, oh no, it's in there. Banana, quick oats, dates, hemp seeds, almond butter. I put peanut butter in only because I didn't feel like opening up another almond butter and stirring it and getting it all, whatever. But the peanut butter is all natural and no oils. And then I added also some pecans, crushed pecans. And he's got molasses, which I don't have. I put a little bit of syrup in there, but he said you don't have to do that. But I like a little more sweetness. Cinnamon, sea salt, and raisins. Okay. So it's in the food processor here. Let's see if you can see that. Food processor. And I'm going to mix that up, put it in my little pan. He said put parchment paper in, and we'll see what happens. All right, I'm almost done. So as soon as I'm done, I'm going to show you everything I did just today. I wanted to show you, because some of you saw the episode of my issues when I first started using this food processor. And you know, some of you know that I packed it up and returned it because I thought this piece was broken, but it wasn't broken. It was me. I was broken. Okay, so let's see if you can see. But I want to show you how I'm just so equipped with it now. I mean, I use it a lot. I know how to use it. I hear Jill and Kathy. I know you're so proud of me. I know. So I'm gonna just look at that. Easy peasy. And now I'm gonna pulse. I meant to pulse, that was on. Pulse. And what's cool is when I do this videotaping, it's very loud, but you don't hear it because of the whole, I record on Zoom. I use the Zoom software. Anyway, so watch this. I really, look at that. I am so good. And I remember to take out the blade, but I don't think I'm done mixing yet. But I'll show you what it looks like. And I'm gonna put it in a pan. I might need to blend it some more, maybe put a little bit more stuff in, I don't know. But watch this. Put it down. I put it down. Snap it in. Snap it in. All right, I know I'm talking, bragging about something I'm not even doing. Okay. There we go. But I am pretty confident now. Look at that. Oh. Oh, the blade is still out. I gotta put the blade back in. Okay, you don't need to see this. See you in a little while. I want to show you before I put it in the oven. This is the bars I was just talking about. Can you see it? The lighting's not so great. Well, anyways, I put it in this thing. Let's see what happens. Something new for me. Remember, I got this out of the Healthy Vegan. I got the muffins that I'm making that look like this. They're still in the oven. I got that from this book, Plant Chew, really nice book. And then everything else is usually from Plant Life Journey Retreat, using a lot of their recipes because they're delicious and nutritious. All right, pausing one more time. Maybe, I keep saying one more time, maybe this will really be one more time. We'll get everything together so you can see everything I made in just like an hour or two. Oh, I'll sleep well tonight. Pause. Well, I'm not just yet ready, but I wanted to show you my hummus. I made some hummus and it's a little, like I put apple cider vinegar instead of lemon because I noticed that that was next to it instead of, and it would taste a little bit too much of that, but usually I taste too much of lemon. So I just added some more seasonings to it. So I'm making these wraps to go. So I will have lunches to go while I'm in between my line dance classes and driving. I have these wraps and I'm also going to make some peanut butter and jelly wraps. And then I will show you, well, I'll show you now. How about it? There's a few more things. So this is the noodles, ramen noodles with the soy curls. So that will be a couple meals right there. This will probably be like a little snack. So these are little soy curls. So while I'm driving, I can nibble on them. So those are good. And then here are the muffins that I made. So these would be a nice healthy snack along the way. Instead of getting a power bar or a granola bar, I've got these nice healthy muffins. And then you saw the quiche already. I put these back in the oven, but the quiches came out so much better than if you saw previous videos. Oh my gosh, see, practice makes perfect. Look how beautiful. Look at that. If you saw my previous, it was like a sauce. So voila. All right, so that was good. And now, I think that's it, besides what's in the oven. So I'll show you what's in the oven. And these are those bars from Collins, Healthy Vegan. So I'm just gonna cut those up. Why don't we do it right now? You know what, I'll pause so this isn't too long or boring. I forgot to show you the wraps that I'm using, and I use different ones all the time, but These are the ones I'm using today. Be free. Let's see, I think I said gluten-free, live-free, high protein, wheat-free, non-GMO, vegan-friendly, high in fiber. So good enough for me. All right, and I'll be right back. So these are the bars, kind of soft and mushy. They're cutting fine, but it's still hot. So it looks a lot like the cookies I usually make, but it looks very nice. These are the ones I just showed you. I'm just cutting them up. So I'll have these snacks as well. These are those oat raisins. Wow, huh? A lot of food. So I've been doing this for an hour and 41 minutes. I started this video and I paused a lot, obviously. And I've been doing all this cooking, standing on my feet this whole time and cleaning. And I did the hummus before I started the video. So I think I've got enough food to last me a week away, and there's no excuses for, eating anything else, unless it doesn't taste very good. Sometimes my food doesn't taste so good, but it's okay. It's all right. Anyways, thanks for watching, and stay tuned. I'll let you know how I'm doing while I'm away. Don't rob my house.